Hello.
Hi, I'm Micah.
Testing. What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of Micah J. Spill's Let's Talk podcast. This podcast is a space for real conversations. Today, we're getting into Micah's story, her journey, and where she's headed. Micah, for those who don't know you yet, can you introduce yourself?
Hey, y'all. My name is Micah. I'm 23 years old. I am African American. I'm not mixed with nothing. I know it may look like it, but I'm not.
And where are you originally from?
I'm from Fort Pierce, Florida, 772.
And what was it like growing up here?
It was pretty regular. Stuff be going on here, but I was never like an outside type. My mama didn't play that. But like it was fun. Like I was in I did track, soccer, swimming lessons, YMCA. I cheered. It was straight growing up here.
Okay, so checking in right now in life, what are you most happiest about?
I think life just overall. Like I have my moments, but like just looking at it, like no matter how I feel, like I'm really blessed. Like I feel like I'm living like younger me, like I'm living how I wanted to be like when I was younger. Like I really am enjoying life.
So
regardless.
you're basically saying you're living your prayers and answer prayers?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
How would you say you're doing mentally, honestly?
It's up and down. Sometimes I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Like it's just really up and down. I'm good, but I have my moments, I have my days.
Can you elaborate what you mean by on a roller coaster?
Like, you know, the roller coaster start off, and then I go high, and I'm like, then I go down, like I'm scared, or like grief hit me, or just like life overall. So it just be that, like, it's kind of all over the place, but like not in a bad way, like not like I got a lot of stuff going on. It's just like, you know, it'd be a lot going on in my little brain.
When you're feeling overwhelmed or down, what's something that always lifts your spirits?
I am very like self-absorbed, but I feel like in a good way. Like literally I will go through my archives and just like look at like old me, not even old me, like just look at videos of myself. Like that genuinely makes me happy because like, girl, this is you.
Are you reflecting on growth when you do that?
Yeah, yes and no, because it's like I feel like I be saying like I don't feel like I've changed, because you know how people be like, oh, I came from this. Like I'm not saying I'm perfect, but like I don't feel like I was like a bad person, then I changed into like who I am. I just feel like I'm steady evolving. Like, so it's like cool because it's like, dang, like, you know?
Yeah, growth.
Yeah.
Growth don't have to be bad.
Yes,
growth
it
can
doesn't.
always be whatever you want it to be. So far this year, what would you say has been your peak or highlight for you?
I made a big girl purchase. So I think that was, it's not like, well, yeah, that was a peak. But like, I feel like I'm hard on myself. Like my big girl purchase, I feel like it is something to brag on, but at the same time, like it's something I'm supposed to have. So it's like, I feel like I'm my biggest critic. But like, yeah, that was my peak of 2025. Yeah.
So diving into purpose and tying in with your podcast, what inspired you to start Micah J. Spill's Let's Talk podcast?
One, I really like to talk, but like, I feel like, why not? Like, I feel like I always be saying like I could be a therapist, but like, I just like to talk and like I like to speak over things, like not like a motivational speaker, but I feel like I could be like enjoyable to watch and like to look, like not look up to, but like to look at, like, you know, regardless of what life throw at you, whatever obstacles you encounter, like, you know, I'm still me.
So at what point in your life do you think you realized that your voice and your story mattered?
I feel like it's always been like that, but I feel like now more, because I feel like I'm still learning myself, but like as in like I just know I want so much more for myself.
What do you hope people take away after hearing you or listening to your podcast, whether it's episode 1 or 10?
That no matter what life throw at you, like you can still come out on top. You can still be you and do, like nothing can stop what God has planned for you.
Clock it.
Thank you.
Okay, now diving into your vision and your future self, what do you think about the next 3 years? What do you see yourself doing?
So the next 3 years, I want to at least be on year 4 of my bachelor degree, and I want to be at least in what am I trying to say? Like in a area like a job in my major. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So I want to at least have a job in my major.
What kind of lifestyle do you see yourself living, but mentally, spiritually, and financially?
Financially set as in like girl, just wake up and do stuff. But like I feel like okay, the Bible says money is the root of all evilness, and what I'm getting at is like I can have this amount of much money, and then like I'll get so mad when I done spent like $10 or $20, but it's like I still have enough, like, you know, God still bless me, but like money cannot control me. So it's like I've learned to move, like, of course money don't control me, but regardless of what I have in my account, like God will make a way. Or like even if I do spend a little bit of money, like I'm working towards it. But I just want to be set as in like I don't have to be rich. I do want to be wealthy. And when I say that, like you hear people talk about rich, but the Bible talks about wealth. Like wealth goes on and on. Like I'm talking about generations for my churn. You know, but I just want to be able to like wake up and not stress about anything, but I don't want money to control me. And I feel like money don't bring happiness, because I can buy things that's temporary happiness. So I feel like I just want to be set mentally. I just really want to be in a good space, like as in like not getting so quick to anger, having patience, like that. But lifestyle, like I just really want to work, but I don't want to work as hard. And I feel like I say that because I have been working hard so long. I don't know why. I work like I'm a single mom with 5 children. But I just want to slow down and actually live life and like actually like experience life without just working, go home. So, yeah.
So piggybacking on you saying that money does not buy happiness, how would you say you believe that? Like how, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your belief behind that?
Okay, like say for instance, like I could buy something. Like say for instance, I'm like, it's kind of weird. Like I'll go to some stores and I'll just buy stuff that I wanted, but then I get home and I kind of be aggravated because I done spent all that money. But it's like, you know, money don't buy happiness. Like it's like almost like it's a substance. Like say for instance, you get high, you drink. I smoke, I'm gonna get high, but that high is gonna wear off. I drink, I'm gonna get drunk, but eventually I'm gonna be back sober. So I feel like you can buy things, but that's not the control. Like that's not the root of it all. So yeah.
And when you say money is the root of all evil, do you think that's really what the Bible says, or that's what human says?
I know it says that in the Bible, but I don't know like the backstory. But I feel like there are so many ways people use money, or like money really do control people, or like it's just, I feel like it's pros and cons to it. Because like, you know, in the Bible, like people were stealing, and it's so many backstories to it.
In the Bible, he says specifically, for the love of money is the root of all evil. So I basically say that to say humans
made it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I think you're saying you want to be wealthy, but then it's like people are saying money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
But you know intentionally what God says.
Yeah.
God wants all of us wealthy.
That part.
He don't want us stressing about money.
And I feel like it's so much more to life than for that to be like your stressor. Like
dive deeper.
Because I've caught myself like, say for instance, like when I be going places, like say for instance, like when I would go to Classic, I would make sure like I would be booked. But it's like, girl, you getting booked to go outside and you gonna spend that money, but you overwork. So by the time I get situated to go outside, I'm tired because I done worked so much. So I feel like it ain't even like I just need the money, but it's like I think I'm just so independent. So I know like I need to make what I need to make because I don't got nobody to fall back on, or I'm not out here like, you know, asking for help. But I feel like it's easy for you to get swayed to like just money. But it's like I can have all this money in the earth. I mean, I can have all this money in the world, but what is my character state? Or like, what am I doing with my money? You know, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So pouring into yourself, what are some ways that you pour into yourself?
Getting my hair done, any maintenance. But maintenance is actually honestly aggravating. I hate getting any maintenance done. But really getting my hair done, or like just like, say for I have affirmations, so like I speak over myself. Like solo days, just like pouring into myself literally. Like, or then sometimes like if I had a bad day, or like if I do something, I'm going to get myself a sweet treat because I feel like I deserve it. Like, you know, your kid good and you like, oh, we can get some ice cream. Like little things like that, because the little things matter to me. Like, yeah.
And what's one habit that you're taking with you into 2026?
I feel like this is a habit I want and will take, but like I have a thing, like if I don't want to do something, I'm not gonna do it. But it's like that has a pro and a con to it, because it's like if I really need to do something and I don't feel like doing it, I'm not gonna do it. But it's like I feel like I'm not obligated to do certain things. But I feel like me getting angry, not angry, I don't be getting angry, but I get irritated really easily. So I feel like I don't want to take that in 2026 at all.
Okay, so now we're going to dive into your school, business, and real life. What are you currently in school for or going to school for?
I'm in school for my AA in biology. I want to be a sports medicine doctor. So I got my AA to do, my bachelor, and my doctorate. That's a lot of time, but your girl gonna get it done. Lashes is not my everything. And when I say that, like, I don't want to do lashes forever.
Now that you brought up your lashes, how did you become a business owner at such a young age?
It's so crazy. I wanted to work at Tropical Smoothies so bad. My mom would not let me, and I never understood. But she just was like, okay, backstory. My mom does hair. She has a salon. So my first job really was washing hair, sweeping the floor, cutting the thread for the needles, braiding down. So like that was my first job. But like I was doing that, but I really wanted the job. But she just was like, I can make that in a day by doing hair. But hair has never been my interest because I've been around hair all my life. Like, if I wasn't getting my hair done, I was at the shop helping out, which I didn't mind, but I just didn't have a passion for hair. So, I think my 10th grade year, I started doing my own clusters, but I would post and like, you know, clusters by me, lashes by me. And then people would ask me. So then I just started doing individuals on myself. So then people will always ask me, but like, I just wasn't interested because I was just doing it for myself. And then one day somebody asked me, could I do their lashes for graduation? And then from there, it went on. And October made 5 years I've been doing lashes. And in 2021, I got my esthetician license because in a salon, I can do lashes, but I need my license, so I got my esthetician license, and with that I can do facials, waxing, etc. But I just do lashes for now.
What would you say to a 17-year-old who is trying to get into starting their own business?
Started like all that making. Okay, I can see you making a page, doing a logo, but it's more than that. Like, you know, the cutesy stuff just started. Like, I didn't have people do classes, but they'll take the class, they'll spend their money, but they're not even doing lashes right now. Which is fine, but I feel like it's easier said than done. Like, keep going. Like, you're not going to be perfect. Like, my first steps was not all that, but I kept going. So I feel like keep going no matter what. Like, no matter what. Whatever you have in your mind that you can do, you can do it. That's how I be telling myself, like, I be having so many ideas, but it's like, whatever I put my mind to, I will do it.
And I want to piggyback. If something comes to your mind, God put it there for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to your upbringing of faith, what was it like being raised in church?
Let's see. You know how people be like, oh, we had to go wake up to church every morning. I was aggravated. I wasn't aggravated because we've literally always been in church. But I liked it because, well, not because, but say for instance, like we were very active. So like praise dancing we did, choir rehearsal, vacation Bible school, the church school conventions, like we did it all. But I feel like I had fun like growing up in the church, like from the Sunday school, like my Sunday school classes. I love the church school convention. So like in the summer it would be a week and we would go to church like from the morning, and then like we'll do kind of field trips, but like we'll go to like the nursing home and sing. But like it just was fun because like all the different churches from the areas would come. Or then like singing in the choir, I be saying so much. Like if I hear a song we used to sing, I be getting in my feelings because I had so much fun singing in the choir, like the youth choir, and then like the Easter plays, all that, and then like our youth director, so much fun. Like we had so much fun with her. Like it just was fun. But I feel like it played a big role into who I am. So yeah, my children, they gonna be in the church.
Speaking of that, kids that do feel like, oh, we're going to church, what would you say to them?
I feel like, I think it's a mind thing. I think I had just got used to it because I knew we was going to church. But like, I think when you're younger, you just like, oh, my mama making me do something. But like back then, I wasn't thinking like how much it would have played into a role into like who I am and like my beliefs and everything. So I feel like you just gotta listen. But it's easier said than done because like as a younger kid, I wouldn't know how to tell a younger kid like, oh, like be glad you're going to church, because like I know how that was, because I know like one thing, we used to have church and then like we have another service and then we'll have a service at night. Now that, no cap, I used to be getting so irritated because we used to be at church all day long, and you know Sunday is the day before you go to school. Then you get home, you gotta get ready for school. So I just feel like I don't know what I would tell someone young about going to church.
What helps you stay firm in your faith, especially during hard times?
I just feel like my mom be saying a lot. She be saying God allows things to happen. So I feel like it'd be easier said than done, but sometimes I have to like sit and stuff, because if God is allowing this to happen, it's only gonna take me to a different place, or God's not gonna put no more on me than I can bear. So like something could be a lot on me, but like my story is already written. Like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, my story already written. So it is not no point for me to just be stressing about things, especially things that are out of my control or things that are not even like striving or focus on my purpose. Because a lot of things be thrown at you to get you off your path, and God then swoop back in to get you right back on your path. So I feel like everything happens for a reason, but I genuinely feel like God allows things to happen. Like if God allowed it to happen, then it's meant to be. Like no matter what.
What do you feel like God is teaching you right now?
I feel like God is teaching me how to like know myself, and when I'm saying with that, I feel like I just always pick up and go. So like say for instance, like I was just saying, like with my brother passing, I don't know myself. Like I'm literally completely different. Like who I was before that and who I am now is different. So I feel like I'm still learning myself and just learning myself for real. Cause like I know who I am, but it's like I'm not the same person. So it's just getting used to it and things I want to do and stuff like that.
How do you give yourself grace with that?
I kind of don't. I'm very hard on myself, but I try not to be. But I feel like I'm just my biggest critique. But like I feel like I be always want more. When I say that, like that's illiterate. I just feel like if I do something, I accomplish something, I'm like, okay, what I gotta do next, or what else should I be doing, or I should have did this way. So I feel like it's just a learning process.
I do think that being that you're doing this podcast, that'll help with different angles and avenues to your growth.
Yeah. And talking about things and
helping you start a community. Yeah. Do you plan on starting a community?
Yes, I would love to.
Eventually. We'll dive into that into more of other podcast episodes. So now we're moving on to your mindset and your identity. What's your overall outlook on life?
Life is what you make it. Like, it's a lot of stuff really be easier said than done, but like I really have learned lately, like how can I say this? Like, not saying don't take things too serious, but I feel like I just have lived like, okay, work, make the money, and go home. But life is really what you make it. Like, nobody gonna push me to do nothing but myself. Like, people can push you, but it starts within me. Like, I gotta go out and do stuff. I gotta, open myself up or do things. But I really feel like life is what you make it. Like, and I feel like a lot of stuff be like a delusion. When I say that, like, say for instance, something can happen, I swear, I'll be feel like my life is over. But it's like, in that moment, I'm like thrilled because something just threw me off. But that does not make up my life. That's just a little piece in my life.
What would you say to someone that battles this exact scenario? Being that you do battle it.
Speak over yourself. Because that's what I be catching myself doing. Because, like, say for instance, like, something can bother me. And I'll be like, calm down, Micah, or like, sit in it. Because it's easier to just jump off emotions and just snap or get mad, or like something cannot go my way. And so say for instance, like, I go to like, say for instance, I go to McDonald's or something and they rude. That'll bother me, but I can't let that control me, because literally I will drive off and be so aggravated, because it's like, why act like that? But I feel like some people don't really realize what they be doing. Not even that, you can't take everything personal. And that's another thing I've learned. Like, just because somebody's interaction with me or like their tone is a certain way, I can't take that personal, because sometimes I know I can come off mean or rude, but I'm so in my head, or I'm dealing with something, so it's just how I pursued it, like how I projected it onto you, but that's not really how I feel. So I feel like you just really can't take everything personal.
Right, you shouldn't mirror other people's energies.
Yeah, because you don't get nowhere with that. Because like, why would I be mean to somebody because they were mean to me? That's not gonna get me nowhere. That's not gonna solve nothing. Like, yeah.
Do you care what other people think about you?
No, not at all. Because who are y'all? And what I'm getting at is, I feel like God's opinion is the only thing that matters. How God sees me is the only thing that matters. Because don't nobody do nothing for me for anything they say to affect me. Like, yeah, somebody could be like, oh, you this, you that, but you said that. But that shouldn't knock me, because if I'm secure in myself, why do it matter what somebody else say about me? I know I'm that. So that's just that.
How important is it for you to stay true to yourself in a world that's influenced by social media?
I feel like it's very important, because it's so easy, and like, we see how you can just get thrown. Like, you can see something on social media, you're not thinking about it or nothing. Then you see it and it's like, oh, I want that, or I want to do that. Like, say for instance, we got people our age doing a lot of stuff. So it's like, okay, I can go on social media and see somebody doing this, but that's not what God has for me. Like, say for instance, that fast money stuff is fine, but we are in our 20s, like, you know? Or like, say for instance, like when people pop up, like say for instance, certain girls post different cars, like, no shade, like genuinely, I'm seriously not throwing shade or nothing, but like, a lot of people are doing this because they got people behind them doing it, or like, you just never know. Like, you could see something, somebody posted, and you thinking like, oh, it's all glitter, her life is perfect, and behind closed doors, you know, she could be getting beat on, or something could be going on just for her to have that. Or like, even down to like boys, like, they could post all this, but it could be their homeboy stuff, or it could be somebody else, or the way they getting it is wrong. So I feel like it's easier said, like, a lot of this stuff is easier said than done, because you can get on social media and see something like, dang, I feel like I'm behind. But I feel like really comparison is a thief of joy, because you cannot go through life just comparing yourself. God made all of us differently, like, all of us differently. Like, I can have a friend, we can have similar beliefs, but we're not the same person. But that don't mean I'm better than her, she better than me. So I feel like none of that matter. Even down to like your outlooks on life. Like, some people are not living for the future, they're just living in the now. And I feel like that's why I really feel like I'm not, how can I say this? I feel like I'm very disconnected from like people. And when I say that, it's because like, I'm more worried about like later on, or just like, I'm making sure I'm set. Like, I don't want to just enjoy life right now. When I say that, like, I don't want to just pop it and then I ain't got nothing to show for it later on. Like, I don't want to just pop it with designer and certain things like that, but I don't have nothing to my name, or I'm not making sure I'm going to be set later on. So I feel like it's easy to look at people's lives and be like, dang, I want that. But I feel like sometimes that could be your inspiration. Like, you know, push harder so you can get that. But I generally don't look at nobody and be like, oh, I want what they got, or I want to have this, because you never know how people are getting things. So, yeah.
So moving on to relationships and friendships, what would you consider yourself? A girl's girl?
I feel like I am a girl's girl, but I'm not. Well, I feel like I am, because like, I'll give compliments you know, like I'll speak, but at the same time, I'm not really friendly. But at the same time, girls are weird. I done had way too many instances where it's like, that's why I be on mute. Like, I done had people like, you know, I done swiped up on people's stuff, or like I done had people around me the whole time. It's been some weird stuff going on. So I feel like that shouldn't like make it be like, oh, I'm just gonna act like this to all girls. But I feel like it's just, you know, I'll speak, you know, I'll swipe up, you know, comment, but like I'm not going out my way to do a lot. Because I don't like when I do that and then turn around and I find something out. And then I just be feeling like, oh, you've been sitting in my face playing with me, and I don't like feeling like that. So,
what do you value the most in friendships or relationships?
Consideration. Because I feel like if we have a friendship or relationship, if we already got that established, if I can consider you, you should be able to consider me. And I feel like that's not even something you should ask for. Like, it be the small things. But I feel like one thing I've learned is I cannot expect me out of other people. That's what I struggle with. Because I'll be like, I wouldn't do that, but they're not me. So it's like, you know, but definitely consideration. Definitely.
Well, we're going to close out. And the last question of the night would be, if you could leave your listeners with one piece of advice or encouragement, what would it be?
Do you be you. Like, I don't care what nobody's saying, nobody in your back ear saying. Like, do you. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Because, like I keep saying, a lot of stuff is really easier said than done, but you got to be that, you know how in movies they have like the angel and the devil on one side? You got to be like your biggest advocate. Like, you got to be speaking over yourself. You got to push yourself. Because I can have people in my corner, or like people saying, oh, don't do this, or like, oh, you do this, but so-and-so doing it. Like, it starts with you. Because I can do something, but like, I feel like, say for instance, I can send somebody something like, do you like this? It don't matter if they like it, because my validation matters the most. Like, no matter what, just do you. Do whatever you want to do. But not in a bad way. Like, just don't be out here doing stuff. But like, you know, whatever you want to do, just do it. Don't look for no validation with nobody. Don't try to look up to nobody and compare yourself, or just feel like, oh, I got to do this because so-and-so doing it. Like, do things because you want to do it. Because when you doing stuff because somebody else doing it, or you doing something just to get by, you're really not going to feel like you want to be in it. Like, say for instance, I'm not getting a job just because it makes, the money is good. Because at the end of the day, I got to wake up and go to that job every day. Like, the space could be bad, or like I genuinely don't want to do it. So why would I go do something I know I don't want to do just for the money? And that plays into like how money can control you. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for opening up and sharing a glimpse of your story. To everyone listening, this is episode 1 of Micah J. Spills Let's Talk podcast.
Bye.